Hello, we're doing more testing games. We're here on Pillars, 3K, 4v4 ANS versus OSP. Team 1 ANS, Snowblind, Blue Arrow, Sir Poopit, and Vren. Team 2 OSP, Sumike, Das, Sakura Fritz, and Vestal. Looks like ANS is focusing on the lower right side of the map, which is no surprise there. They're going to go for Delta and Alpha and Charlie. Presumably Das has cap control. They might make a play for Echo at some point. We don't know. OSP is also focusing on the lower side of the map. Bravo, Echo, and Alpha. It's unfortunate. I would really like to see more people play smart flank games because flanking can actually be really strong on this map, especially with how everyone automatically focuses on Alpha. But, well, it's not to be. We need some jams. Here we go. Jumping down here with the ANS team. That is a Beam Missile Axford who's playing this. Snowblind's playing this. Nice. S2H's. Beam. How many FPAs you got in this, Chief? 1, 2, 3 FPAs, 3 programming buses, and 1 naked capper to help get some points. Alright, we got Vren here. 450 Axford. Side on. Strong side, weak side. It's got support from a PD, a Stonewall PD frigate, no less, with some S2Hs and some S2s. It's also got some capping sprinters, 2 capping sprinters with torpedoes and guns. Damn, Vren. And another capping sprinter with guns and PD. That's a pretty dangerous fleet. Blue Barrel's got a Mark 81 and Mark 68 Axford with, looks like, pretty well-rounded internals. It's also got some capping sprinters, torpedoes and guns. Oh, torpedoes and S1s, actually. Looks like the S1s are just for arming and chaff, though. No finishers on these. Might struggle a little bit to hold caps. Poopit's got triple missile beam DDs with S3s and S3Hs on them. Some chaff. Let's go through the OSP fleets. We got 2 250 bulk freighters. No, this is a 250 bulk freighter out of DAS. And 1 full pure plasma bulk freighter. He's also got an EWR. 1, 2, 3 gun shuttles and 1 naked gun shuttle, nearly naked cap shuttle. Oh man, I've done too many of these in a row. It's kind of late at night. My brain's going whooshy. Sakura Fritz has a mine shuttle, a
Heads up, a
rocket
massive
shuttle.
shuttle fleet is taking A right now.
Yep, that's what we're looking for. Jam shuttle, gun shuttle, jam shuttle,
17
gun
shuttle.
shuttle, jam shuttle. Couple of MMTs, mining tugs. Whole huge army, no surprise here. Brits, they're all getting lit up. There's a big fight going on. Sumike's got a 450 and missile ship.
I'd honestly
2
never seen this many shuttles on A before.
MMTs, 3 MMTs. Oh no, these are the missile-centric ones, just S2s, no jamming. 1 naked shuttle. OSP definitely going to be able to pull out that alpha cap as they send the shuttles in waves and fight the sprinters. ANS really doesn't want to take this fight. They can beam these. Don't want to be spinning these sprinters. It's way too expensive. Losing 1, even the naked cappers, losing 2 nearly naked ships. And not actually able to kill any of these shuttles. There's no beams on this team in this area. Unfortunately, looks like the beam destroyers are kind of standing off.
The shuttles have interestingly gone so fast, the beams aren't really in position yet.
Yeah.
Sun drives?
Yeah, what's really remarkable is the number of AMMs on shuttles, because you don't normally invest that much for their anti-missile tech.
But it's been helping against these S2Hs and S3Hs. 1 shuttle goes down. Need a few more
Those are
missiles.
Probably very expensive missiles to get this job done.
Put a
Indeed.
few of them into rocks as well. Loving the sun drive mine shuttle here.
450 bulk freighter out of Astle. Those 2 dispersed cap control MNs, although they are pretty close to each other right now. And 4 nearly naked shuttles for capping purposes, several of which are on Alpha at this very moment. OSP manages to secure Alpha. They only lose 2 shuttles in the process. Might lose a third here in just a moment. And the rest of the shuttles have backed off and are controlling the point and preventing anti-sprinters from coming in range. A lot of missiles being launched, most of them being hard killed by AMM, some of them being soft killed by chaff, and a few getting lands. That is what killed these 2 shuttles that are down here. Missiles. There's a mine clutch being laid right next to Alpha.
I love that mine position. That's really nice.
Really good spot. All right, so during all of that, OSP has managed to put some bulkers on the Bravo gap. ANS has pushed its Axfords up to the upper middle rock, and it's got one kind of around the spawn-in area. And there's some beam destroyers, the missile beam destroyers spread out around the Delta Charlie line. ANS has really good control over their naturals, but they don't have a good offensive position. And OSP's got a fantastic defensive position over Alpha, Bravo, and Echo. And they're correctly not pushing. Looks like Sumike might be going around the bend here the long way to maybe get something done on Charlie later, just in case ANS caps that Alpha point. Some S2H's coming out. Looks like they're being fired at a life pod, actually. Hold on. Yeah, they're being fired at a life pod. They're detecting that life pod. They're staging on the life pod.
This is tragic.
Well, thank goodness no war crimes were committed today.
And safe. Still, though, the only reason they'd stage on life pods is if they have detect small targets. And why would you turn on detect small targets on your hybrids?
I don't think that matters for command.
Oh. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
So many mines.
Very
Sakura
sweet.
taking advantage of the rush to mine next to A on both sides and on the naturals. There's like 60 mines here.
These aren't command, they're act wake.
The ones that stage for command.
I see. Oh, just Snowblind paying big money to have more than one kind of missile on his ship. He sure is. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 kinds of missiles on this ship. Very impressive.
This
And
is
it
a really
hasn't
bad
even shot-
position for ANS. They've completely stalled out.
Yep. They're
And
down
sadly, I
50
don't think
points.
the team is the organization.
Yeah, I think Das whipped everybody up into an alpha put. This is just what he does. Took the point, and ANS does not have it.
That's under the map, shooting up a Capcore that just is not responding here. Liberal just a little bit behind there.
It looks like the Axfords are
Friends
going to
YOLOing
death
it.
all in the middle.
Yeah, they're engaging one of those dispersed monitors. They've got a lock, but still having trouble getting lands, which is strange against a monitor at this range.
It's Yacht Drive, it just strafed sideways.
Yeah, but it's
Actually got...
moving in a straight line.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was sitting still, and then it dodged. They actually accelerate now.
True. Yeah, I don't have a good feel for the agility of the modern MN.
This is
Still not
almost
great.
okay.
Good enough for this.
Ooh, good chaff.
That monitor
Oh,
just
some
get-
lands anyways.
That monitor just get like a railgun down the center spine?
Yep.
Or
These have got lots of
missiles.
DC. They'll be able to pick up from a light rail gunning.
Oh, some missiles going after decoys. Snowblind having real bad luck with the target picking on those S2Hs. Only really managed to kill 3 sprinters and has killed, well, nearly killed a life pod and nearly killed a decoy.
Really quite impressed with Sakura's mine laying here. It is hard to micro this many mine ships at one time, and he is just about managing to do it.
Yeah, so let's
even
go
if these
through these
shuttles aren't really going
mines.
anywhere.
Got one little pack on Echo that's covering that point. If anything gets in that sphere, it's going to get staged on by sprint mines. We've got one on Bravo. Same setup. We've
Go on,
got
Barbara.
2 by Alpha. One right at the edge of the plate. Oh wow, what is this positioning? This is incredible. So if
These are
anything comes
mean, I
around the
love
right
these.
side, it'll
OSP has a
stage.
complete envelopment of the center now.
Yeah, these
and then
E
these-
mines and B mines are pretty standard locations because they're good. These A mines are inspired, and I'm stealing that idea immediately.
If you're looking at Vren, you can see a person who has grown frustrated with a losing position and is just charging into death.
got
Well,
some S2Hs out
he
on the
doesn't have
monitors.
much of an option. He's getting shot from 3 different directions right now.
Well, I mean, that's why.
And they can't play defensively. They'll win. They'll lose on the points. So
Bonk.
Hybrids going into the MN. It
Good damage,
red, but-
not amazing.
boldly doesn't give a shit.
It can repair, it's got a DCX.
These things are so tough. I'm amazed at how tough these are.
The brick lives. It walks the land once again.
there are absolutely too many ships for the ANS missiles to take out a flank.
The picture of the smug log admiral on the side is very appropriate to this brick, just eating it and just going meh.
Does anyone have an idea for what Alliance could do to actually bail themselves out of it at this stage? Because I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, they needed
Let's see
to. So when all this started to happen, when that rush went on to Alpha, the group of Axfords that grouped up on the top of the map in front of Charlie and is now getting shot at from everywhere should not have done that at all. Should have pulled back, and one of the teams should have gone for one of the flanking caps. They could have
Sure,
either
but-
grouped up around the Delta side and gone for lower Echo, or pulled everything back to Upper Charlie and
Oh.
gone over the top to Bravo.
OSP bombers.
It would have been
OSP
hard,
bombers.
but
Yeah,
those
Poop
other
is just
options.
left their DD sitting out there, out in the open to die. And,
Yeah.
it's doing it.
That's part of the
Love
problem
this.
is this team has
Maybe
had some really bad
An immediate
position.
death ball on either side of the flank instead of going into the middle.
Yeah, that's what I'm
These
that's what
aren't-
I'm saying.
These aren't conventional MMTs. They're sacking the jammers for more
More
missiles.
missiles.
These are just bomb units. Which I kind of like. I mean, it's working here. I'm not sure how well it would work if these were contested by hostile bombers.
Meanwhile,
Sumi does it.
Sumike is now threatening Charlie.
Yep.
I mean,
That's
Yeah,
not
it's
just a
threatening
threat.
these-
Sumike's got it if they want it.
there's a B-max for
Well,
next to it.
Snowblind could come and contest, but
Snowblind's in beam range, just means Snowblind can't leave. Which I don't think he might.
if he
just
pulls
yet.
that Axford off, though, then
Yeah, but he's the
it's
missile.
it's two
Axford.
Axfords in the middle of the map, completely surrounded, fighting the entire team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And they're
kind of that
already
anyway.
taking huge amounts
One
of
of them's
fire.
rails, so they basically only have one proper 450 ship,
Maybe the hybrids
which
will
is
take
now
them out.
melting.
And that one proper 450 ship is eating 1 PLN worth of plasma, which is
Go on,
going to be
roll.
enough to completely purple up the starboard side and eventually start setting fires and doing tons of damage to the inside. In fact, we're seeing that already. A lot of components
lighting
getting
up
redded
like a
and
Christmas
yellowed and
tree.
oranged. Oh
There's the
yeah,
guns.
it's very autumnal.
Mercilessly throwing gold there.
Indeed. Here come the 250s for the follow-up. I
That's
don't
it,
have
not a
the
lot of
perfect
PD.
angle.
A few
The whole front of
missiles.
Vren's Axford just got blown off.
A few missiles go into the plasma bulk freighter, knock off the forward set of T-81s, but it's still alive, it's still fighting, and still dumping plasma fire down the field.
Also, the plasma's broadly done its job at this point. This thing is
Dude,
just going to die to the guns.
Or
another missile set coming in. And there's the gunship. It's fine, though. A little bit of damage in the middle stack of C-56s. That is one
Not
fighting
sure
fit
if
ship.
this went a trip to mine or got rocketed. But ANS has lost all cat presence apart from like
Which
two
sprinter?
sprinters. There's a dead one next to the mine cluster right hand side of A. Sorry, out between B point and the C pillar. There's a dead sprinter behind it, Brock. I think it definitely took some missiles. Oh, I think one of these bombers killed it. Yeah.
Yeah, those are missiles. the bottom side. On the bombers.
Yeah.
Beams
Snowblind
out.
desperately-
On the 250. Looks to be at max range. Didn't do any damage. Torps coming in, though.
Yeah.
Those will do damage.
Bombshell as well. Honestly, I'd go with the Hesher. If you can get the track anyway, which I don't think they can, so this is Pulsar.
Yeah, Vrin's 450 ship is basically dead and is going to be truly dead here before too long. Just going to leave
Did,
just the rail
however,
Axford.
Trade a bunch of damage from the hybrids into those LNs.
Yeah, but that could have been accomplished with scouting
Beam.
instead of
Beam is
sacrificing an entire...
about to get
fucking
shot by
Axford.
Bat. Nope, Bastel is a little sad, but
Why has it not been able to shoot? It doesn't have a track?
Fastest 450 ship also hitting a lot of hybrids. Ooh, aim
it's
ins.
in range?
Bonk.
Beam took one shot and then just kind of twisted off awkwardly and will now die.
Well, they lost track for some reason.
Huh.
Sumike firing a counter battery is going to take out that DD.
Loving these
Yeah,
heavy
these
bombers from
S2s.
Sumike.
Real good. You know, every time I try to make a build like this, I always wind up making something that doesn't fucking work. So I might have to steal these from Sumi.
I like this. It's what if an MMT was actually two MMTs? That's like the whole idea.
Yeah,
Works
well, and this is like what I do. I don't know. Maybe it's a missile thing, but
I mean, in my case, I think when I tried this, I ran into the concept of if you don't jam them, you
Like
die a lot.
Sir
So
Poopy
Exactly.
DD
you need to apply cowardice, which is working
is
very
getting
well there.
slammed in the back.
And there goes the last destroyer that could conceivably do anything, which is also just running around in the open. People love doing this.
Well, it was armed with missiles. So,
Oh, it's got a beam though.
yeah, but it
Well,
still needs
lock
to
it
be
in.
positioned smartly. The missile beam destroyer is a really good defensive ship because you can defend with the beam and then strike out offensively and support your team with the missiles. This player has not been doing either of these things and has instead just been sort of driving.
I think that's a little
Well,
unfair.
that's sort of a tunnel vision problem. They were clearly set up, like the one on the bottom is the goalie for A, the one at the top was the goalie for C, and they were not transitioned quick enough from that. So now they're
Also,
stuck.
The giant pile of ANS missiles is having some trouble because there's so many OSP small ships and they all have so many AMMs. that they're
Please don't
not
die,
getting-
Snow. Please don't die right now.
Ooh.
Oh, the
mines.
mines!
I think he's burned entire.
He's throwing on the
There's
brakes.
one.
Here's one.
I think he's okay. I think that was his tray. No, he's turned the main engines on again.
Ah, it's just one. I got it.
No.
All right.
It is Legion.
Who wants
This
to
is-
watch Snowblind die?
This
Already
is
doing it.
classic. He doesn't know energy right here.
I mean, if he goes slow
And
enough, they'll
this
just come out
needs to
one at a
actually
time.
Needs to shoot an active.
He's definitely
Yeah, he's
moving
going.
slowly.
He's going at 1/3. He's going at 1/3.
Needs
He's
more chaff for
firing
that.
missiles. Oh man, I feel like he's gonna eventually unmask, and a whole fucking bunch of them are gonna come
No,
out.
he's
of
doing good. This is how you should clear this, but I would be popping more chaffness. I think he's alright.
Only having
Unless
one
this-
defender in arc is really.
Yeah, these aren't.
Great.
All...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
There it is.
Nope, never mind.
The twist did him in.
Yeah,
Nah, he'll
he's
live,
still
I
alive.
think.
Still alive. Two got through.
But
I
he's still
th-
moving
he's
forward.
still moving forward.
The rest of these lines are on a different facet. He probably doesn't see these on burn. And
That defender is not in arc anymore.
Tug's coming up. It's gonna finish him off with the 100 mil.
I do like packing Hexy in my mine tugs because so often they find themselves just like pos firings and crippled capital ships. Defenders.
Defender's gonna
Oh,
park
that is
right in
rude.
front and completely prevent this thing from firing the rest of its payload. Oh my god. Alright,
Is it actually
the
down
Axford,
mask with other mines? Oh, other mines might get it.
the remains of
It's gonna
Blue
go.
Barrel
Stop
have
moving,
backed
Snow.
up. to Charlie, and they're gonna
Oh.
recap that.
Good
Snow's
to
now on Alpha, and is eating
There
more
goes
mines.
His starboard PD's down now.
Oh,
Good
and
night.
there come the rest of them. Bye-bye. Not gonna be able to get that A cap.
All
Not bad,
chance is
actually.
gone.
Not dead, but the team is gone. And there we go, last mine does it. Yeah,
Oh
that mine
my.
trap is inspired, and I'm gonna have to remember that. That was a beautiful little play.
Blueborough up on
I think-
Charlie, fighting a tug with 450s.
If you start a mine shuttle at like this rock to the right of E, and you just flank it straight to that spot with a sun drive, I think you can get there before anything gets in a position to see you.
Well, he got a tug there before
Yeah, but he
anything
was-
could see him.
I mean, it's not like stuff wasn't being seen. You don't always have 50 shuttles charging.
That's
so-
true. It might have just been covered from all that stuff. All right, A&S team throwing in the towel,
Yeah, that's
justifiably.
interesting. But yeah, I love that mine play. I'm gonna have to try it with the new mine shuttles because I think a sun drive one could do that really quickly.
Oh man, that was rough.
I made a bad call. I made a really bad call. I didn't know what to do about it, but
I understand why. It was a difficult situation that you were in.
like, where do we push once you grab A point on pillars? When you have
You
floating
needed-
mines everywhere.
You needed more of your forces concentrated, I feel. And like,
What forces? We had two two axers with frontline, a missile beam axer.
All right, we're gonna get into an after action report here and discuss the do's and the don'ts, all the things that we already discussed during the recording. You don't need to be here for that. We're just repeating stuff. So I'll see you in the battle space. Dear viewer, good night.